What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another Brando's Adventure. I'm Brando, and today we're taking you to this is one that I've been wanting to do for a while. A highway that is now turned into a lake, and I'm out here in the woods. It's quiet, and believe it or not, this is an old highway. And not only that, I have something else special here too. I have my dad back with me, who you saw, if you saw in the other video, we explored Old Town English. And what you said, this was a highway?
This was a county road.
Oh,
this was but it's very busy county road.
Very busy county road.
Yeah, you used to be able to come down through here and go all the way over to Highway 145 and go to French Lick, Indiana.
Okay.
You used to be able to go down through this way. My dad used to drive a school bus on this road. Wow. So where we're going to end up later on will be at the other end where this would come out. Okay. Over on 145. So,
wow. And so this road is, as you can obviously see, it's not a busy county road anymore. and also another thing is, you look over there, that is kind of the spot. You can see look like some water out there. That is kind of where we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the Patoka Lake, which is...
That is part of it.
That is obviously part of it. It's more of like a runoff kind of spot, but still it's part of Patoka Lake. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be driving out. We're getting ready to drive right over here, where this is actually supposed to be closed up, but the gate's kind of broken. So we're just going to drive head on out there as far as we could go till we can't go any further. And we're going to check out, and we're going to look at some of the how the old highway went. And I got Dad along with me because he knows how the highway used to go, because he used to drive on it before it was a lake. Isn't that crazy? He was like one of the last people to do it. So we're gonna head out there now. Let's see what we got. You might. Okay, so right now we just passed the gate. You look out there, there is Patoka Lake out that direction. Yeah. So look how narrow this road is out here. Now this, of course, back in the day was a lot wider, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is wider.
It is very, very narrow now. The road is, over the years, has just been unkept and kind of deteriorated away. Look out there, isn't that beautiful out there? And you got the woods up here. It's just very, very beautiful looking out here.
I remember when that was in corn out through there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It used to be part of a farm.
Huh.
I think we're almost to the end.
I think so.
Yeah, we're to the end.
I don't think we can get much further, because there's a huge puddle of water up there.
Yeah.
And you don't have four-wheel drive.
No. we're done, I think.
I think so. I think we're going to have to back it on out, because that is pretty muddy looking.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to back this thing out. So this will be fun. Alright, so check this out. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a beautiful big house sitting right up here. And you know, I really don't think anybody lives up here anymore. You kind of look a little, zoom in a little bit. Kind of see a house just a little bit better. Isn't that beautiful looking? I can't get really any closer because there's a gate blocking my way here, but so I'm just going to respect it and probably not go up any further. But isn't that a beautiful house? That is unbelievable. Now Dad said that the house, I'll zoom out here just a little bit. Dad said that the house used to sit off here, just right over this direction, and then they moved it over here. Not sure why, but still. This has nothing to do with the lake. I just thought this was a really cool house, and I couldn't get by without showing this.
Well, right now, it's off the government ground.
Where
it was originally belonged to the government. Then,
I see.
From the lake. Part of the right of way of the lake government. Okay?
Okay.
So they had to move it over here to get it out.
Interesting. Or as Mr. Spock would say, fascinating. Okay, so we're back. Now we are on the, I guess you say, the other side.
Yeah, well, no, we're still kind of, in a way, on the same side of Patoka Lake.
Okay.
145 is still way over there, Highway 145. The road we were on a while ago came out, oh man, down through here someplace. It would come out down through here. You make a circle, and that would be the same road we were on a while ago.
Uh-huh.
But we're at the other end of that road now. We're
okay.
over here. And see, the lake is right down in here.
And we're going to walk just down here in just a second.
We'll walk down there. We might be able to find that down there. I don't know if see the squirrel way down there.
Squirrel?
Yeah, I used to come fishing down here.
Uh-huh.
I came down here fishing, and, you know, I'll use my pocket knife to cut my bait and all this stuff. It was my dad's old-timer pocket knife that I was carrying, and I left it sitting on a stump down here. And I came back and it was gone. You know, a
few days later.
I lost it down here. So, anyway, you want to walk head on down?
Yeah, let's walk down this way. Let's see what we got. So, a few minutes ago, we drove out to about as far as we could get before we was afraid we might get hung up. We weren't sure how deep that mud hole was. But Dad was just discussing about how the last time he's driven down all through here, this was still an active highway. Believe it or not, this was a highway out here. This is how you would go to get to where you need to go.
French Lick, West Baden.
French Lick, West Baden, and I'm about to trip all over everything out here. So, and if the lake is low enough, you could still see parts of the highway of how it used to go. And Dad was one of the last two people to drive down this highway.
Yes.
So, okay, so this is
the other end where we were a while ago.
Okay.
Where we were talking about, I used to come down. This is where I came down this road,
and
you make a left here, and it was going across the Patoka Bridge and go over to Highway 145, and that would take you to French Lick, West Baden area. And so there's the road.
Very interesting. And I got a boat ramp out there now on the other side, and the lake looks pretty low. You can kind of see coming this way, you can see how the road is to come down. You go straight off that direction.
See, this is used to got water on it. Oh, right here. You can see where that car is coming down?
Yeah.
Right here's where the Patoka Bridge was, because it would have crossed right here and continue right on up that hill. This road would just continue right on up that hill. We'll go be coming down that later. We'll be coming down that hill to that bridge. I mean to that dock over there.
Okay.
This is where the original big iron bridge. When I came across this bridge that last time I drove this road,
yeah,
the Patoka water had risen and was just under the floor of the bridge.
Wow.
I came across that big iron bridge.
Wow.
And it's been a while back.
Wow. So this, you know, just think back in, what year did that close? Did they close the road?
You know, I was just trying to think. It's in the 70s.
In the 70s.
Yeah, middle 70s. Somewhere, I think.
Imagine driving out here and then just all of a sudden not being able to drive out here no more. Being completely overran with water. But it sure is a beautiful lake out here.
Let's see,
this road there.
Yeah, Edward Newton used to live out that way. And he lived in Orange County, which is where we're at now. But then when he'd go out to do his milking or feed his cows at the barn, he'd be in Crawford County. Because the line went right between the house and the barn. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. And I'll show you the continuing of that road later on when we get over to the boat dock.
Okay, cool. we was just talking about this fencing, about how this used to be like a cattle field out here. And check this out. This is so neat. How the barbed wire, get my big hand out of the way. How the barbed wire comes through, penetrates through the tree. It has grown up around the tree over the years. The fencing used to go along. You can still see kind of, the fence still kind of goes along down through that way. It's all rolled up here. It's very, very fascinating. I have never been out here before, so this is like completely new stuff for me.
We're now at the Fairview Downs at the boat ramp. The road where we just came from, where we walked through the gate, and we stood right next, and there, you know, that road that came out of the woods would circle around this way and go along through this, all around this woods. That's where that road was. And then we went up a few hills and came out down there. Then I'd make a left and go to French Neck. This is the road which I came on that night when it was so lonely. Came this way, circled right around, and then went out this way along the edge of the woods, down through there. And that would come up to where the first stop we made.
Okay.
Where we drove the van down where, you know, in that direction.
Yeah, that's a good thing we don't live in a van down by the river.
Yeah. and there was a house out that way, make a left, go along that way, where we used to buy eggs. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah,
and still interesting. Still fascinating.
This was a three-way. It came this way, that way, and that way. It's kind of a T.
Uh-huh.
And it's all underwater now. And there's a place up there called the Danny Street Spring. Where you used to, guys would come there and wash their car. I mean, it was gushing with water.
Oh, yeah?
Famous spring. And people, they'd bring their water trucks down and fill them with water, take it to people for their cisterns.
Yeah.
That didn't have wells. But that was right that way. Now you can't even get to it. It's still spewing out.
Yeah?
But
you can't
into the lake.
You
can't get to it.
That's a shame.
Now you might be able to take a boat to it if you went around.
Yeah.
And get pretty close to it. So.
Well, hey, we got a boat down there. Let's just jump on it and we'll go out there. I tell you, if we had a boat, you know, that would be really, really good. You could really tell. You could really drive, you know, around how it went. But we have to make do with what we got.
Yeah.
So. All right.
That's about all I can tell you here.
All right. The road, you said, oh, that's a big drop. You said the road came up from this way.
Yes, this is coming from 145, Highway 145.
Okay.
And where we were earlier, was right over there where you can see the space between those two trees. That's where we walked down in from earlier. We were down alongside into that.
So
and that's where that road came down.
Right about that area is where we're kind of talking about, right in through here.
Okay. And also, if it kind of reminds you, is that's where that road was I finally found that went along the edge. It's over there.
And something else that he was just telling me was, you see all these dead trees and stuff like this, and you could see out right about here where it stops. Dad was just telling me that that's originally where the woods ended. And then there was and you said there was a big iron bridge went across.
Big bridge went across the Patoka River, which was right there, and it went, you know, over to that place over there. You know, it just stopped in between there. And it's a big old iron bridge. And so now, when the lake is up normal, you can't see all those steps.
Yeah. And this lake, we was just driving out here and we just noticing that this lake is extremely low. I don't think I have ever in my life seen it this low before. Is there anything else?
I can't think of anything that's offhand, but you can see how there's so many outreaches for this lake. It has a lot of fingers. You know, goes out in the low areas. That's what makes this lake so unique. A lot of people like it. It has just a lot of different points in it.
And it's amazing about, you know, all out through here that there used to be houses, and it used to be a town out through here.
Yeah. And we'll show that to you in a minute whenever we get over there to the stop, huh?
Alrighty. You know, we were just, before we left, we were just standing over here. We were just talking about that bridge, and look at these rocks. These are really, really big rocks to be just casually, just randomly be sitting out here. And Dad was just wondering, and it kind of got me thinking too, that it possibly could have been part of like a supports of the old iron bridge that used to sit out back behind us. And then something else, I don't know if I can get in over here to this or not, but there's a piece of big slab of concrete. Check out those formations right there. That's so cool. There's a big slab of concrete laying underneath this dock here that I don't know if,
how flat this one is.
yeah, and you see how flat that is, that rock. But there's a piece of concrete laying right here that we don't know if maybe it was part of the bridge, maybe part of the old highway. Could have been. You see there's rebar in here. So it was definitely connected to something at one time. Definitely used for something big. But these might have been used in the bridge. I don't know. It's just kind of weird to see huge rocks like this just sitting out here, you know, out of nowhere. Who knows? Oh, look at all these rocks out here. Alright, let's check this out here. It's so muddy out here.
Yeah. Look at those fossils up there.
He said there are fossils in here, and well, he is right. Look at these. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
What footprints are these?
does that look like concrete to you?
Well, in a sense it does.
That kind of looks like concrete poured over this. You know, I could be definitely wrong, but
I don't know.
I'm not going to sit there and be for certain, but that sure does look like concrete in that. And that looks like, I don't know. Now he's found some weird prints.
Yeah, what kind of footprints are these?
Horse? What kind of footprints are these? We've gone from filming lakes to filming footprints. I don't know. It's unusual footprints. See how it looks like it's indented here and indented there, but maybe it could be a really big shoe or a boot come walking about this direction, because that looks like the heel right there. Looks like the front of it. So that,
You think it's a shoe?
I think that might be a shoe, just a really big boot or shoe.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because
Yeah.
it looks like the heel right about here.
Okay.
And you got the front right here. Then looks like another footprint. So probably somebody was standing probably about like this, and then walked a height on up, and he's probably out here fishing off the rocks.
Okay.
So,
Well, you solved that one for me.
and we didn't have to call Scooby-Doo. I do want to tell you, if you guys ever wanted to come out here, if you're ever out in this direction, feel free to come out here and fish. It's welcome to any kind of fishing. There's a boat ramp here. You can drop your boat off. There's other boat ramps all out through here. It's Patoka Lake. You come off the interstate by, you get off at Tell City exit there, and you just follow the signs of Patoka Lake. This is where we're at. Alright, so here we are off of 145. This is 145. The road used to come down. There's a highway running along right here. The road used to come down where the van's sitting. Just come down and go straight off in that direction. You see there's a little flat spot. We'll walk over towards that area there. And look at this. There is still part of the highway here. And look, you still see the yellow line. And walk over here, you can still see some of the white line. Isn't that cool? Look at this, there's still chunks of pavement. There's still chunks of pavement all out through here. And look, there's all scattered along through here. The road would come along and through here. You still see chunks of it laying out here. You know, this is a really good skipping stone test. Let's see how well I can do. Switch hands here. I'm right-handed, so I'll throw better right-handed. Let's see how we. We're not very good.
Post.
I thought you were going to skip a stone out here. Let's see if we can. So maybe we can throw one more out here. See how well we can get. Yeah, I used to be good at it. Still see more chunks of pavement along through here. This is just so cool to see this. See a piece of this highway. Look at that. That is awesome. Now you see why I've been wanting to come do this video for a long time. This is the one I have been wanting to do forever. And I hope you enjoy this video. If you enjoy this video, check out my others. Yeah, he made a good point just now. There's tree stumps. These used to be woods all along through here, just like up there. Went all the way out to about there. You can see the edge of them tree stumps there. Now look at this. What is this?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. Now look at this. We got some. Nothing. I thought I found something. Alright, now check this out. This is awesome. There's more of the highway. Look at this. You can see more of the yellow line or something right here. No, it's never mind. I don't know what I see. Okay, so I'll use a van. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Use a van as a guide. The highway comes straight down. Lead right through here. Go straight off into the abyss. Okay, not really, but still cool. Still sounded good. There's more chunks of the highway. It's weird because when they flooded this, they didn't bother tearing up that road. They just flooded it. And look at this. There's more. This is all the highway. This is all what remains of it. This is the road, more of the road here. And then
head on out and around.
Head on out.
I don't know where it went.
Into there. This is awesome.
And the town was over in that area, Newton Stewart. Over in that area somewhere.
Wow.
Off here.
was just pointing out that there's this part of the road right there, and used to continue on, how low that is, and used to continue on the other side back over that direction. Pretty cool. I tell you, it's been a good day out here filming, doing this lake. A lot of fun. This is, like I said, it's a video I've been really wanting to do all summer long, and finally got out there. It's a little chilly out, but we got it done. So thanks for watching, and again, thanks to Dad for joining me today.
No problem. Good.
And maybe again I'll get him on another video. There's another place that I wanted to look at, and maybe we'll discuss that, and maybe one day we'll get out there. But I may have to wait till spring, who knows. So until next time, I'm Brando.